To another episode of my kitchen. So a nice British Indian restaurant style prawn puri coming up. First, let's make the prawn curry. 2.5 tablespoons of ghee, let that melt. Next, add some cumin seed. As soon as you can smell the vibrance, add the onions. 1 small white onion, starting to brown off. Next, let's add about a tablespoon of ginger and garlic paste. As soon as it starts to stick to the side, next add 1 generous tablespoon of the Heap tablespoon of tomato puree with some water to make it liquidy. Give that a good stir. We'll come back in about 45 seconds. Into that goes 1/3 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of mix powder, madras powder, whatever you want to use. Give it a good stir. So come to a nice sizzle. Next, 200 millilitres of base gravy. Scrape any caramelisation off the surface of the pan. Into that, about 1/2 teaspoon of kasuri methi, fenugreek powder, fenugreek leaf, use fenugreek powder if you want. So, this is optional, but starters, I don't usually put much chilli or anything like that in, but what we do have, what we're going to add to it here, are some small prawns. They're really cheap ones and small ones that restaurants will use, marinated with 1/2 teaspoon of fenugreek, a good glug of lemon juice and some kasuri methi, just a little touch. Marinated, I don't know, you can just mix it in, you can marinate it for a couple of hours, it all really is a preference. So we just want that to come to a nice high temperature. Really tiny prawns like that, they're going to cook in 2 minutes, so nice high temperature. We'll come back shortly. And also add some coriander in there because we've got some for garnish, so I want that really to be cooked down to give a nice contrast. So about 1 minute of cooking left, just adding a little bit of sliced green pepper. Still want a little bit of crunch with that. 1 minute to go, and that's basically the prawn puri. It's going to sit on top of our puri. Easy as that. So next we've got our puri coming up. So into a frying pan, nice and hot. Don't need to be too deep. I'm using about 1 inch of vegetable oil. We're going to let that heat up, and while that heats up, I'm going to show you the dough ball I have. I have about 2/3 of a cup of atta flour that I've mixed with some water. We want a nice firm dough ball, so once you mix it, keep on adding flour till it's nice and firm, and you don't want it to hang around a lot, not like a chapati, letting it rest. So I'm going to divide that up into 3. I'm going to roll it out on a surface about 2 to 3 millimeters deep into nice discs, and we're going to fry them. We'll come back in a minute, it'll all be self-explanatory. So we'll have 3 of these, roll them evenly so they cook evenly, and just a simple case of deep frying them. I'm not really interested in them puffing up or anything like that, so might as well just watch this happen. So press down on the bubbles. You don't want to break it, because what will happen, you'll end up with oil going into one of the bubbles, and it will be even more unhealthier than it is if you do it correctly. So, other side, simple as that. The other side cooks a little bit quicker, and what I like to do is just take it out of the oil, put it on some kitchen paper or whatever, ready for serving. Simple as that. So what you could do, get your oil a bit hotter, roll your puris a bit thinner, and what will happen is that you'll end up with something that puffs up like so. And why I'm mentioning that, this is puffed up, because some restaurants will actually serve the curry or the chana or the prawns in it. They make a hole in the top